Hey everybody, it's Alika Lifty, and today let's brew our Ethiopia Bensa Shantawene natural process as a filter offering. Alright, so today we have natural Shantawene back again, and we're going to brew this on the Kalita wave. I've got my Kalita 185 with paper filter, decanter, gram scale with timer. I've got a mug and another glass just to hold my brewer after it's done, and a gooseneck kettle. So our recipe today is going to call for 25 grams of coffee, ground medium fine, more on that finer side. I'm grinding on 20 clicks on the Comandante C40. This is going to be at around 10 or 11 on your Baratza Encore, which is pretty fine, especially for an Ethiopian coffee and a natural processing. But this coffee is really soluble and it's going to drain pretty quickly for us. So 25 grams of coffee, 400 grams of water set to 205 degrees Fahrenheit. This is our standard Cafe Kalita recipe. You've seen it a couple times, and we're going to use it again for this coffee because it's going to give us great balance and accentuate these really tasty fruit notes. So first things first, let's wet our paper filter. I like to drop my water straight in the middle, let that filter set, and then lightly rinse the sides so that I don't break apart any of these waves. Once that's drained, be sure to dump that water. And then dose our coffee. Shake our brewer flat, and we are ready to start. Tear my scale, get my stopwatch zeroed and ready to go. Let's brew. I'm going to start my timer, and I'm going to bloom for 50 grams. Between 40 and 60 is what we're going to need. Be sure to saturate all of this coffee. Anything up in these wings. No floating islands of dry grounds. Touch all the coffee. I'm going to let this bloom for 30 seconds, and at 30 seconds, I'm going to hit it with a big pour, starting in the middle, spiraling outwards, finishing off at 160. At 45 seconds, I hit it again. This time up to about 220. Now this has set our water level. I'm going to let this drain until I can fill it up with another 60 gram pulse and bring that water level back high again. This is going to be at around 110. Drop heavy in the middle, agitate that coffee, spiral outwards. I'm going to finish at 280. Again, just letting this drain. These timelines are kind of like guides. You're watching this water level. Here at 230, I'm going to hit it with another 60 grams, finishing at 340. And then at or before 2 minutes, we hit our final pour. Another 60 grams, finishing off at 400 grams total. And I'm going to hit this at 155. Our coffee should drain out by around 315, which is pretty quick for an Ethiopian coffee, and especially for a naturally processed Ethiopia. But we're still going to get really great balance out of this cup. If we grind too coarse or drain too quickly, this is going to be a little weak, a little saline, like salty, and we're going to miss these sweet fruity notes. If we grind too fine or this coffee drains too long, then we cover up these fruit notes. We get this really tannic black tea note that's going to cover up our sweetness. But if our coffee drains in range and we taste really balanced, This coffee exemplifies like this malic and citric acidity. We're going to taste mango. We're going to taste Sprite. It's like this sparkling sweet acidity. There's strawberry. It's very sweet, very fruit forward. Really fun to drink. Smells really, really good. This is kind of like a more refined tropical weather. Serve and enjoy.